In fact, it's a turnover. Durham the lob. What a flush! Washington fights for 2 and a foul. Burt accelerates into the front court. Layup for the lead. Yes!
Oh my goodness. Certainly looks like he's in good enough shape.
Dusty Hannah's unconscious. Massanet again. Are you kidding? Lee, a former McDonald's All-American, shows why. Octius the lob, White with 1. It's the $2 million winner-take-all, the basketball tournament from LIU Brooklyn, the 2-seed HBC Sicklerville, a EuroLeague super team squad of sorts, and Talladega Knights, who looked fantastic in the play-in matchup last night here at LIU Brooklyn. So Talladega Knights into the first round matchup. Team Arkansas red hot from three-point in its victory earlier against the Tim Thomas Players. Welcome inside the Steinberg Wellness Center. I'm Eric Duick alongside Tim Scarborough, former Liberty player and assistant coach. Tim, you could not ask for a better 2-15 matchup than this. All this EuroLeague and TBT experience on one side. On the other side, Talladega, 7 guys with TBT experience, looked fantastic last night, inside and outside. Foul on Mikal Stibbins, as Rudd unable to complete the three-point play. Navar Gadsden, the Rebel Riders last year, makes his second three-pointer.
And that was disrespectful. He just hit a three-pointer, and they don't even contest it. So Gadsden says, thank you. May I have another?
He plays for Kimsa in the Argentine First Division. Gadsden has flashed on both ends the last couple of days. Franz Massanet, the former Drexel star, another Drexel guy underneath. Sammy Gibbons, all 6'5" of him, 3rd all-time in Drexel rebounding.
This is where you have to understand why Sammy Gibbons has the reputation he has, giving up so much length underneath, but yet he's the guy who comes up with that ball. Miller and Boone, 6'10", 6'11", both of them. And Sammy Gibbons is the one that got in there and got that rebound for his team.
A foul on Quincy Miller. Gadsden can't muscle home. And a rebound for HBC Sicklerville on the white, the 2-seed. 2-on-1, Massanet and Gadsden. Deuce.
Those are the 1-2 punch right there for Talladega. If they're going to shake and bake their way past this HBC team, those are the guys that'll drive them home.
I see what you did there, Tim. I see what you did there. And on that note, General Manager Ray Chang, CEO of the Motorsport Lab, a Ferrari and Lamborghini experience company inspired by Will Ferrell. He does say that he also likes the movie Semi-Pro.
A basketball movie, I like that. So he's combining his 2 favorites, right? Basketball and cars.
There you go. Nice job of GMing with the addition of Mikal Stibbins, who had 10 points and 5 blocks yesterday. Charles Jenkins can stroke it with the best.
Charles had that early kind of turnovers, like he had a little sweat on his hands, but that time able to get it to go.
Golden State's 44th pick the same year it selected Klay Thompson.
And Tony Durant, before the game, said they're going to run a Golden State style. Lots of threes running to that line. As you saw there in transition, that was a perfect example of what we're talking about.
Jenkins, a 2-time CAA Player of the Year. They retired that number 22 jersey before his final home game. We're still waiting on Liberty to retire your number 20.
Hey, the number 20 is retired. It's just not Tim Scarborough.
There you go.
My good friend Matt Hildebrand got it retired right after me.
You can take 10% credit.
But I do take credit for that. When people see that jersey, yeah, that was my number, and I just leave it there.
Ramon Moore, the turnaround.
Moore falling away for 2.
He's Tim Scarborough. I'm Eric Duick with you on ESPN3 as we have an early timeout. Talladega Knights on a 9-3 run. A couple of 2 seeds on the ropes in the $2 million The Basketball Tournament on ESPN3. You're watching watching the $2 million The Basketball Tournament on ESPN3. Tim, you and I have said for a long time as some of the best non-NBA talent in the world, many of whom have played in the NBA. In fact, one of my favorite numbers, not pictured there, is the 16 guys from last year's TBT signing NBA deals. And then, of course, you got the 27 alumni team, the 40 returning teams, just fantastic basketball.
TBT is a talent pool for the greatest league in the world. That's kind of cool.
Dwayne Jackson plays his pro ball in Lebanon. He just checked in. 4 years of TBT experience for Dwayne Jackson.
He's got his hands full in the post down low with the big fella, right?
Moore, the handoff. Gibbons follows.
For Sammy Gibbons, it's all about body control and position. He got the ball in a position where he used his body to get that up on the glass quick, despite, again, the size differential.
You can hear that forearm slap from here, Tim. No call.
Yeah, you're not getting that call today. That's just the way TBT is going to be officiated. And Frank Elgard didn't really complain about it either.
He sets the screen here for Williams. Now a kick out to Jackson. Elgard does this time draw the foul.